may think that wars are nothing but a battle that takes place between two or more parties that ends with the victory of one of them. This may seem logical, but there are mysterious details and strange stories that occurred during war, and among these stories is our story for today. Our story today takes place during the World War. The second is about an American soldier whose country executed him by firing squad, becoming the first and only soldier his country has executed since the Civil War. So what is the reason behind executing this soldier, who was not more than 24 years old? We will discover the reason through the events of the story, so follow along with us. During World War II, many battles took place, and one of the most famous of these battles was the Battle of Pearl Harbor, which was a battle between Japan and the United States of America. During this battle, the United States lost approximately 2,000 soldiers from its forces. This battle took place on the same day, December 7, 1941 AD. After this battle, the United States did not hesitate to declare war on Japan. During World War II, which claimed the lives of more than 60 million people, the American Army, like other armies participating in the war, suffered from soldiers fleeing, fear of wars, and being killed. Reports indicate that the number of soldiers who were subjected to military trial amounted to about 21,000 soldiers. 49 soldiers received varying sentences, up to the death penalty. Among those sentenced to death was an American soldier called Eddie Salvic, who was the unluckiest of soldiers. Soldiers sentenced to death will have their sentences commuted and will not be executed, except for this soldier. Salvic joined the American Army as a volunteer soldier, and that was in 1944 AD, and he was trained first to bear arms before joining the 28th Infantry Division. During the month of August, Salvic set out for French territory to join his battalion, which had suffered heavy losses during its war with the German army. During one of the battles, Salvic remained on the road and found himself in a position belonging to the Canadian Army. He stayed there until the 5th of October 1944 AD, and then he was handed over to the American military police to join the battalion that was located in the Zenborn region in Belgium. Then Salvic expressed his fear of carrying weapons and working in the infantry brigades in the army, and that he would not hesitate to flee for fear of fighting and being killed in the end. Everyone ignored these words that came from Salvic, but the next day he signed a letter stating that he would flee from the battlefield if he is forced to bear arms. Officials in the 28th Infantry Division tried to make Salvic deviate from his decision, but he was determined to confirm that he was ready to bear the full consequences. Here, orders were issued from the 28th Infantry Division for Salvic to head to the battlefield and support his colleagues, but he refused and was adamant on his decision, after which Salvic was arrested. He was tried military before a court consisting of 9 members. The ruling was issued after deliberations and consultations that extended for 2 hours, with the ruling being death by firing squad on November 11, 1944 AD. The court completely refused to commute this ruling, as the court considered that Salvic defied the authorities of the United States of America and that he must be executed in order to set an example for others. The soldier tried to write to the commander of the coalition forces, General Dwight Eisenhower, hoping to save his life, but his attempts failed, as his case coincided with the Battle of the Bulge, during which the United States of America lost thousands of soldiers, so General Eisenhower supported the death sentence against Salvic. He was executed by firing squad in France on January 31, 1945 AD.